Hi, I'm Anna from Heartwood Art. Today I want to show you how I make these legs. They are the sturdiest things in the world for just about any kind of table. They're made out of 4x4s and they have flap joints for 2x4s to go right in them. So we have a rail at the top and then another one down here. Let me show you how I do this. I use lap joints to make the legs for this corner desk build. Here's what it looks like without the top on it. Okay, let's dive into how they're made. Okay, here's how I do my marking. There's a lot of ways to do it, but this is the way I like it. For the depth of your cut, you could just mark it 1.5 inches, which is what a standard 2x4 is, but I like to use the actual 2x4. So I lock it down, square up my 4x4, and mark that line. That's my depth mark. And then for the width, set this up, put another 2x4 behind it, get it nice and square, lock that down, and then use my speed square to mark that. Put it up against 2x4 and face against the 4x4 and mark the whole thing if you want to. Do it on the other side. Now we need to transfer that line to the face, because this is the part we're going to take out. So just flip that over. Use your speed square again. Find the line that you made on this side. Line it up, make sure it's right on the other side. There they are. And there you go. So now we're going to take out that, take out this, and it's marked. Okay, you can do this with the circular saw, but I have a sliding miter saw, so I want to use it. You will need some kind of sacrificial board in the back to ensure that your miter saw can cut all the way at depth through to the back of your 4x4. So, to line this up for depth, most miter saws have some kind of depth gauge that stop it from going all the way down. You'll need to check on yours. This is a Makita. Now, I've got mine just about set, and we want to have our sacrificial board in the back and push our 4x4 all the way. Make sure that your tooth, and unplug your machine while you got your hands in here. Make sure your tooth, lowest tooth, doesn't go below that red line. And you really need to get your head in here and push down and see it straight on to make sure that it's right. Now I'm actually going to flip this around to do the cut, but I turned it around this way so I can see my adjustment and my line easier. Okay, let's flip this around and start cutting. Now the way I like to do this is line up this line, which is the most I want to cut into the board in this direction, with my tooth. Cut it first, and then that way I can drag the board back and make subsequent cuts. Never, ever, ever push the board in with your hand going towards your blade. Always pull back, lift the machine all the way up, and pull the board back, and then come down for another cut. Okay, now that we have all the chips out of there, I'm going to clean this up. You can literally just put the saw down and pull the board away. Never, ever, ever push the board in while the motor's turning. And there you go, nice clean lap joint. Okay, after you do your cuts, check your board for fit. Make sure it's square and shave off whatever you need to from your inside line. Okay, for this next cut, for the next rail, just flip your board around. Make sure that what you cut before is face up. And then measure how far up you want it. I want mine in 5 inches. So I'm going to make that mark. Use my speed square. Draw that line. So that's going to be the bottom. And then again, I'm going to use the board here. Make sure that it's square. You can lock it down if you want to. And over the edge. Lock it in place. Okay. Check for square. And check on the back side. Yes, it's square. Check this way if you want to. Yes, it's square. And then simply draw that line on the back. There you go. Just make your cuts in between those two lines. Okay, once you have everything cut, make sure you check for fit. If everything's okay, then you have a template to make all of your others. Just lay the next 4x4 beside it. Continue the lines over. Okay, that's it. I hope you've enjoyed learning how to make lap joints this way. Come on over and see me at heartwoodart.com for more tips and tutorials just like this.